Boom.
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 Ladies
And we're
gentlemen,
back.
We're back.
And we are
We took a
back.
little hiatus, to
We
be
did.
honest.
I got COVID. I got the vid, so I had to F off
and
for
then
a
Marquee
bit.
and
then Marquee.
And honestly, I enjoyed every minute of not doing this every week.
Yeah. Our guests have really sucked lately.
Hopefully
I'm just kidding.
today's guest picks that up.
Yeah. We're really counting on you, Dawson.
Anyways, today's
I
guest,
will try my best.
Dawson High.
Yes. The
What up?
Oh,
I'm waiting for Erik.
bow.
That's your new arrow?
Yeah, it's not the air
bow.
horn. It's the waka bows. Bow. Ad libs.
Oh man.
Yes, Dawson High, the 17-year-old DJ extraordinaire, churning and burning weddings, but that's like a good thing. I meant that in a good way. He's not burning people's weddings.
Now
he's
here's my
not
question,
using those
Erik.
cold
Had
sparks
I
that-
not told you that I was 17 prior to our call, would you have called me 16?
I'd have probably called you 12 just to be funny.
Okay.
I'd have probably
Okay.
leaned into the young people thing. I might. So prior to this entire thing, I potentially will pull out a joke about your age.
Okay.
Just move past it because
Hey,
we're homies.
Just move past.
You know,
Nothing wrong with that.
um,
Age jokes are good and
it's all I
and,
got. It's all I got. You know.
right.
So
I'll get beat up why age jokes still matter.
anyways, Dawson, how we're gonna start out?
I'm just in a whole nother zone
Usually
right now.
Rick takes over and he's just looking at me. He's making me do this.
Right. He's like, hey man.
Right.
I'm fucking with him right now. I'm just like, what are you gonna tell him? What are you gonna say to him? Come on.
Rick just missed me. He's just gazing into my eyes. They are beautiful. I'll give you that.
I feel like I'm a third wheel in this
Deba-
podcast
debatable.
relationship.
Anyways, Dawson, for the people listening, we always like to start, or we started doing this in the recent ones. Where did you get your start into the DJ industry? Did you come out of the womb just with a record turntable in your hand and just started going at it, or what? And
so
bring us from the start, the short journey until now.
Tell us about your shit.
Sell me right now.
So short story, because we will take up our entire hour me talking about the story. So my dad started our company when he was my age. So he started it when he was in high school with a buddy of his. They did it just like as a side thing. So where my dad grew up was they would throw these parties. They, from all the small towns, everybody would come together to like a Knights of Columbus Hall, stuff like that. It was bring your own beer. They didn't care how old you were, as long as you didn't get, caught by the cops on the way out or the way in. They would charge $10 a head, and they made killings every single weekend. But the one rule was, as soon as the first real fight broke out, we were done. So some weekends they would party for 7-8 hours. Some weekends they'd party for 2. And this was really just like a fun thing to do in high school, that like, hey, we're like the high school DJs. And that was that. So they kind of both went off to college, did their thing. My dad's buddy still had the business, was kind of doing it like a one-off thing. So my parents got married, and they used the rest of their wedding money, and they actually bought the company from my dad's buddy. And that's kind of where it started. So my dad did it until, that was 2003. So until, I was 10. So I was born in 2005. So 15, so 18 years. He did, he did, 15, 20 weddings a year, just by himself, every other weekend, couple of months, stuff like that. But he always had a DJ controller and kind of like a full on like setup, downstairs. So he would flip on his amps with his powered JBLs that he just had sitting downstairs, cause he wasn't using them anymore. Or I should say passive JBLs, that is. And he had this big Mac Daddy like gaming computer that he had built for his practice studio, and a SX, a Pioneer SX. So one day I was just downstairs. I don't even know what I was doing, but I purposely kind of was a detective work and saw how he flipped everything on, because I was intrigued. So I kind of watched him flip everything on, figure out how to set everything up. And my dad still to this day works nights for UPS. He manages their airline based out of Lambert Airport here in St. Louis. So he would leave at 4 p.m. Every day and wouldn't be home till 1, 2 a.m. the next day. So after I figured out how to get everything set up and on, I was like, okay, let me just, see what happens. Worst case scenario, I just turn it on and then I have to figure out how to turn it off once I don't know what I'm doing. So he leaves for work one day and I run downstairs and I, detective it, right? All black, like I was this hot shot. And I turn everything on and I'm like, oh my God, I can literally load a track up to, deck 1 and I can hear it out the speakers by just moving, a few buttons and switches and knobs. And that's really kind of where my love for it fell into, was I am able to control other people's art. And that was big for me. So I did that for a while. And then I got to the age of 10 and I was like, Dad, I want to, come with you. Right. Cause he works nights at UPS. So I would see him during the day, during the summer because of school, but that would give, him and I like a connection during the weekends. So he's like, okay, you can come up, hang out with me. So I would, help him roll in, set up, and then I would just sit behind the facade and play on my phone, right? Sit on the floor, play on my phone. Didn't make a peep, didn't do nothing, just literally sat in the corner and played on my phone. So then every year progressed.
How old are you in this story right now?
I'm 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm 10. So my first full-time wedding, with my dad, of course, doing all of the music as he was just the MC, was May 15th of 2015. That was my first full wedding as a DJ. So I was about 11 at the time, or soon to be 11. My birthday's May 21st, so I was about 11. And I've done it strong ever since. I will personally do about 70 weddings this year on my own.
Choo. Sheesh.
Yeah.
You see all those memes with the
Right.
super curly hair and it's like sheesh. There's this DJ that works for me that I literally every time I see those memes, I was like, that is that guy. It's so that's
if TikTok would have been around when he was like in 2015, he'd be like those two girls you see scratching on TikTok, those two little tiny like 6 and 7-year-old girls or whatever.
Dude, they piss me off.
That they're scratching on.
I'm like, ugh.
I have no idea.
You haven't seen them?
I don't have TikTok.
Oh my
Are you
God.
talking about like DJ Liv and all that?
Yeah.
So she
She's
blew
the
up
fuzzy hat,
on.
fuzzy hat girl, right?
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So
It's like a-
well, that
it's
was
like
the
a-
first one that I saw. Now there's plenty of.
There's like a
it's like a
sister dude.
combo.
Yeah, there's a sister
Right.
combo one.
Huh.
So DJ Liv,
They, like, did Kim
I can't remember
Kardashian
her
shit.
sister's name, but she was the original, and a couple others have popped up here and there. But Liv actually got her start. I don't know what event that she did, but it ended up on Ellen's radar. And she went on Ellen, and her and Twitch did the thing on Ellen, and that blew her career off.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's doing stuff for LeBron James and Beyonce and all kinds of stuff. But her dad's a pretty successful nightclub DJ that has been doing it for. He was like one of the original nightclub DJs, so he has a little bit of skin in the game with that.
Yeah.
But she is a monster behind those tables. Like for being the age, I think she's like 8. Like it's
Fucking
insane.
Crazy.
She's a monster.
Man, I would say they don't make them like they used to, but now they're apparently making them like way better than they used to. That's crazy.
So if you're doing 70 weddings a year, is the company just you now, or do you have?
No,
have you guys
so
hired other
it
people?
So there's 6 DJs.
Really?
So we'll do about 160 weddings this year. 170.
And like half of them go to you.
Well, he is the name of the company.
This is true.
It's like
Yeah.
So do you structure
you
your
said you do 70. I mean, that's half of 140.
So I
close to
assume you structure the
160.
pricing like you're way higher than everyone else in the company.
Yes. So we have our premier DJ. So every DJ, so we don't do any packages. It's all a la carte. So it's like, hey, here's the DJ price, and then add what you want onto it. So every DJ has a different price point. And I am a decent number from everybody else.
Gotcha.
Sick. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Damn, my boy
Yep.
drives a Tesla at 17. That's crazy.
Yeah, gas prices are too high.
Dude, we're all too high.
Hey, the government incentive went up. You can't ask for everything. Did you see that?
I did.
I did.
Yeah,
It went up.
62.50 now.
Yep, went up like 12%.
Is it 62.50?
Yep.
It's 62.50 or start of July 1st until the end of the year. It's
July 1st.
62.50.
I texted all the DJs and I was like, y'all better be recording your mileage.
Seriously,
You just got.
A 62.50 is a big deal.
I know.
It's a lot of
Oh
money.
yeah. Because what was it?
It was
what was it
50
before?
cents.
53.
53.
53?
53.50.
Damn.
So
Something about that.
basically
Some about
9
Tree
cents
City.
or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money. But on with the topic, I don't know why Dawson picked this topic. I'm assuming because you grew organically on Instagram or social media.
I didn't have you on Instagram prior to getting sent the flyer, and now I do.
What the hell?
Well, you got 24 fucking thousand followers. You don't need one more. What the hell?
I actually, believe it or not,
Do I actually follow you,
were
Dawson?
following.
Yeah, I do,
No,
okay.
Rick. I'm very hurt.
No, I do.
I don't know how-
sensation.
I don't know how.
I never see your stuff though. That's the problem. Like, I follow you, but
Damn
like
it.
I never see your stuff. Sadly
Yeah, I don't
enough.
post much.
That's
that-
crazy.
it's-
I literally post 5 times a day. I don't know why I would have a follower though. Like the followers I do have, it's weird. That
Well,
I
you're
even
a
have
meme
those.
account.
I know. It's funny when like vendors find me and follow me, and I'm always like, I shouldn't have this account. This should not exist.
It just shouldn't have your name.
I know. It's like I don't know if this is good. It's
Right.
definitely not good.
You should
Yeah.
just like rename it
please
like
don't follow
DJ
me.
Cat
Right.
Memes or something.
Yeah. Like, ooh, you guys found the wrong Instagram.
Right. Can you go follow this one and
Right,
forget
yeah.
you saw this
So-
one and not unbook your services,
So
please? I
Dawson has
appreciate
more followers than my entire DJ company.
Not-
How'd you
that's
go
not
and
hard.
do that? My Dow got 17,000, little bitch.
17,000 real?
Fuck you.
Real followers?
I guess. I don't fucking know.
Okay, sure.
I hope so.
I mean, I just randomly saw the account jump by like 20,000 one day.
Yeah, no. I only have 17,000, so
Yeah, it's been like going down or
I'll
something.
buy followers. I hear what you're implying. I'll do it. I'll buy some tomorrow. I don't give a fuck.
I'm assuming Dawson didn't buy any followers though.
Did you buy your followers, Dawson?
I
Is
did
that what
not-
this is
not
about
that
to
I'm aware
be?
of.
Where to purchase
how to
followers?
grow organically? Just
Yeah,
go to the site.
Just take your allowance.
Right.
And
not that I'm aware of, unless somebody hacked into my account and bought followers.
For
But I
you.
haven't seen anything hit any of my cards.
Now, how the fuck did you do that? How'd you get to 24,000? Is it
And how fast
So
did you do it?
So I actually have a team that does it.
What?
So
he
I
pays-
don't
he buys
do
followers.
any.
Got it.
He's got a team.
They
So
click,
I don't-
they
I
click
don't manage
follow.
any of
They
my
set up a new
socials.
account. They click follow.
Anyways,
All right,
continue.
sorry.
So I don't hands-on manage all my social medias. So I have a pull crew is what I call them, and a marketing crew. Well, I should say a push crew and then a marketing crew.
In-house or
So-
outsourced?
Outsourced.
Okay.
Yeah. So I found this company online, and their prices are way higher than what I pay. Thank God. But what they do is I send them a drive folder. I'm constantly updating a drive folder every month of content.
Mm-hmm.
So I, drop a photo or a video in, and that's all I do. They will take that video or take that photo, write a caption to it, and then post it out. That's what the push team does. And then the marketing team takes all of that, and they're like, okay, well, let's add this hashtag and that and this and that. They do all the data pulling for me.
Yeah.
Not only from like trends, but other accounts that they're seeing. Like, hey, here's another wedding DJ that does it.
Yeah, all the fucking research
Let's do,
shit. Yeah.
wedding DJ of whatever, and add that to the post. So the marketing team then takes it and says, okay, let's add all these hashtags. Let's tag these people, whatever. And then they post it. At that point, then they do whatever algorithms they do to be able to push all that out. And I don't even know how any of that works. But it shut up. And it was probably a 8 to 10 month process. So I gave account rights to them at 10.5. I built it by myself to 10,000. And that was extremely hard. And I am a man of, I have more money than I do time. And I have, I can be putting the 4 or 5 hours a day that I'm putting into market research for Instagram, and I can sub that out.
Yeah, all day.
And at this point, it was a very reasonable price. I think I pay like $200 a month for this. It's ridiculous. And they post 30 posts a day. We used to hammer them out every day. But I'm kind of happy where I'm at right now. So we're starting to kind of bring it back, post every couple weeks, just to kind of keep everybody engaged. But I grew it to 10.5 and I gave it to them. And they've kind of taken it from there. And I've had them, I started them at the end of 2019. So they've been doing it roughly about 3 years at the end of this year. And it's kind of doing its own thing. I am really on the fence of debating myself on jumping on TikTok or not.
I was just about to ask you that.
I see people that are successful, like talk about shot up fast, like Eric Rhodes. I see, shit's falling. I see those kind of people are successful, and I'm like, damn, I got to get on, TikTok.
How beneficial do you think that is?
That's the problem.
And Eric Rhodes is a buddy of mine, so.
And Nick shot up a lot more after he jumped to TikTok. He's up to like 70K now or something.
Yeah, I mean, Nick has a bunch, but Eric, didn't he hit like, what number? Was it 1 million?
On TikTok?
Yeah, he just hit 1 million.
Yeah. Which I'll tell you is actually not hard to do if you're consistent.
Okay, anyways, but.
My editor's got 5 million.
I don't know. The question is, how beneficial is it, though? And I don't know about Eric's shit, but
I'm gonna go with it's like having viral vines back when Vine was a thing. If you didn't capitalize on your audience and move them to a different source, it's useless.
Maybe. I literally don't even
That's my
have
opinion.
TikTok on my phone. I see my fiance mindlessly like drooling over TikTok, and it's like, okay, I gotta get work done, so I've never downloaded it.
I downloaded it, went into that for like a month, and said I need to delete this because I'm being very unproductive. I'm like, I haven't got shit done in this month.
Right.
Where Instagram leads to bookings.
Yes,
It just does, and
Yes.
even Instagram, I'm not really about the whole social media,
Reels.
I mean, social media is important, of course.
Other than his 4,200 posts that he has on Instagram.
Well,
and a
I
couple posts that he
schedule posts. My personal Instagram is literally, I'm just like, oh, that's funny, and it's like just like a meme storage. That's my personal Instagram isn't even what I'm talking about. But like the Dow Oak Instagram, DJ Company Instagram, I just schedule pictures and tag the vendors. It's really just a rub in vendors' faces that I'm sharing their pictures and shit. Beyond that, the client, they see that we're alive and that we're posting, so we're active. I use it differently than Dawson uses it, in a nutshell.
Right.
So we book gigs because of Instagram. Where was I fucking going with that? But back to Eric Rhodes. he's got 1 million followers on TikTok. What is that turning into, though? What?
It's true.
And I mean, it benefited him. He's speaking at every conference now,
Right.
But as for bookings for like weddings and events,
and
it might be
in my idea, it's more, it's just like social media. It's that checkbox for the client when they come in. If you have 1 million on TikTok, they're like, oh, well, you're legit. Okay, cool, we can book. But I think it's more beneficial within your own industry.
Yes.
From the standpoint, he's speaking at all these shows. And if he went further into that and created some products he can sell, he can make a shitload of money on it. Because he's got a following now within the industry that looks to him as a person that knows what he's doing.
God of TikTok.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And you know.
So if he created like a little video tutorial class of how to make TikToks or how to grow on TikTok and sold it for even $100 a piece or something, he could probably sell a bunch of them and make a lot of money.
To that point, a different part of the industry, but talk about this. So David Osborne, he just, I don't know how long he's had his company. It just came to my attention, but he started this Blueprint company.
Yeah,
we're interviewing him.
And
I think he's next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's
coming up.
That's the same thing.
Capitalizing.
Hit it to our industry, be like, hey, because I mean, Rick, you've trained plenty of guys under you. It's not fun. Like, I much rather like do something else with my time than go out to the warehouse for 6 hours on a Sunday and teach somebody how to beat mix. Like as much like
that's why I created a training manual.
Right. So we're heavily considering like putting all of our guys through Blueprint. Now we hire experienced DJs. I don't bring anybody off the street, and I shouldn't say off the street, but like anybody that wants to be a brand new DJ and, start from scratch. Because my company is evolving. I don't have a year to train somebody. So, I'm about half tempted to put all my people through this Blueprint, and just, David, teach them. Right. Like,
is that what it is?
It's a training.
So like it's a training program, but it also has like assignments. So I was talking to the LaForce boys the other day. And I was talking to Tony Pre, and Tony's like, hey, I just watched this thing, and it's very basic. So like, it's literally like how to gaff tape. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But then the assignment is go pull out 2 XLRs and a power, run it, and go run 2 foot of full gaff tape, take a picture of it, and submit it for the assignment until you can move on to the next video. And then that goes back to the LaForce boys, and they can be like, hey, Tony, well, you did this and you did that, but let's change it this way. And, you have homework to do with it. It's a very, very huge program.
It's like a Fortune 500 company training program that they would put their guys through. Like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's has these exact same sort of programs where they watch all these videos and learn and assignments and whatnot. And he basically created one for the DJ realm.
Well, I am excited to learn about that. But okay, cool.
And it's branded pretty and all that.
I don't give a fuck about TikTok though. You know what I mean? Like having a 1 million followers on TikTok, if I had that myself, like that would be cool. But I just don't see the benefit.
It is just validation.
Yeah.
Which you can get a lot of other ways.
Right. And, to that point, a little bit different spin on it. And I'm going to kind of take it 2 ways.
Take it 2 ways.
I have a buddy.
You do that.
That has about 500,000 followers.
I hate you.
Sorry, what? What'd you
say? He said, I work for this company, right? And he says, if this company gets 10 inquiries, 9 of them are for me. And it's never been like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if this company gets 10 inquiries, 9 of them are for me, and they've seen me from TikTok. So it depends on what you're doing with the market. Like I've followed, Erik on Facebook. He just said that he booked this 10-day vacation that somebody paid for him and his family to go out to Mexico for 10 days.
Right.
And just play their wedding reception one night.
Yep. I mean, I could imagine, let's say he has a consult, it comes up, to a younger bride. It's like, wait, you have how many? You know what I mean? Right. I guarantee you he's booking that.
Now that I think about it, one of the things that makes TikTok very interesting is the hyper localness of it too. In a way, it shows a lot. It pulls, like, if you're on TikTok, it pulls a lot of content from your local, like, state. So it's not like an algorithm that's looking worldwide. It also has, like, hyper local built into it too.
Where's Erik from? Idaho or some shit? All they have is they got potatoes and Erik Roads.
I mean, well, he's making country remixes of stuff, and
dude. But like Chris Stapleton and what was it, Cash Out?
Yeah.
Holy shit! Like 13 million people saw that.
I mean, this is cool.
Did Scooter steal a few of those? I saw like his Morgan Wallen. I don't know who did it first. I'm pretty sure Erik did one of them too.
I'll tell you what.
I think Erik did that, and then everybody's kind of like spiraling off of that. But Scooter's dope is.
I saw Scooter's edit of it, and I was like, I thought I saw Erik do that before you came out with that.
Mashups are for DJs only. Like, there was a time when everyone was like, what the fuck is this? Because it was like girl talk era of when mashups got real big. But it was a hump. It was like they were big and then they were gone. And now
they're coming back.
They're not coming back. That is something a DJ says. They're not coming back.
No,
they're gone.
When I have friends, if you got a bunch of friends in their 20s, they're talking about mashups.
Man.
And to that point, it's because of TikTok. Because TikToks are starting to build mashups.
They are.
In the app itself. Shit,
back.
Can we change this? How to organically grow your TikTok?
Yeah,
don't know how to do it.
Right. It's like none of us have a TikTok, but this is what we're going to talk about.
Right. So,
well, it says social media. It doesn't say organically grow TikTok.
I didn't fucking.
No,
whatever.
it says how to organically grow Instagram with Dawson High. That's
Instagram. So we're in a different realm right now.
All right, we're
saying
screw the topic. The current topic. Y'all got conned.
Erik Roads.
Now you're.
It's fine.
Yeah. Now you're listening.
So okay. Well, let's talk about. Okay. So you now use a company that you somehow were able to manage to get them for $200 a month, which is ridiculous.
Right.
What did you do to get to 10K? What was the grind like that you had to do to get organically to that point?
It was post every single day. And I use various apps to be like, hey, what's the trending hashtag right now in like weddings? And I did that for shit.
So how much of your day was spent on that one post for Instagram every day?
Oh, 2 to 3 hours.
Holy shit! I couldn't.
No, but like I would spend weeks at a time. Like I remember waking up. Oh shit! I must have been in 7th grade. In the first week of summer, from Monday to Sunday was literally market research Instagram, like 7 whole days. And then the next week was,
and this is 7th grade,
take 7 full days and pick out content, and then take that seven full days worth of content and put it in a spreadsheet.
I hope your son's got
build
that
tables.
work ethic.
Dude, I literally
in 7th grade.
Like, I would make a joke about how I was doing drugs, but I literally wasn't even old enough to be doing drugs and fucking off yet. I was like, I don't even, what did I do in 7th grade? I like ate candy. I don't know. What do you do in 7th grade?
Play Dungeons and Dragons.
7th grade.
I was playing Super Smash Brothers and like going to the mall.
I was running a landscaping business in 7th grade.
What the fuck is wrong, you nerds? God,
I was making money running a landscaping business.
I don't know.
So like,
and watching Brian as Red.
Market research. It was market research. It was find the photos, and then the next week was write captions for 7 full days, and then the next week after that was scheduling them. So it was a 4-week process just to get.
Where'd you
2
learn?
months worth of stuff.
Was that like a course or something you took to learn that, or you just learned it all
It was
online
just
through
like, yeah,
Googling and
it was
research.
market research, Instagram, and just go. Um, After that 4 weeks, then I took a week break because it's exhausting. And then the next week I would, I would do it again for 4 weeks. And that was all I did. To the point that I literally had to hand off my prepping of my events to my dad. Here's my laptop. Here's everything they put in DJ Event Planner. Go build these crates.
This
I'll
is
see you on Saturday.
pre-crate hackers, by the way, y'all. I was
You
kidding.
can
True.
get back
I mean,
there?
it is. I'll drop my affiliate link in the.
I was about to say I
in the
got an
chat.
affiliate link.
Do you
So do
really?
I.
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah,
I was joking. I fucking hate affiliate links.
I have
shit.
affiliate
God,
links to
I
both.
hate that, dude. I swear to God, no offense to her, but every time I see a certain DJ post about Vibo, I am like, bro, it is not a CRM. Quit dropping the term. Like, Vibo's great, sure, whatever, but it's not a CRM. Quit trying to make $1 off of these people looking for a CRM.
and the sad part is I'm the number one like person that brings people to Vibo, and I'd never advertise it as a CRM. Ever.
It is what it is.
Yeah. It's
It's
was
a wonderful
long
planning
process.
tool.
I interrupted the shit out of Dawson.
Yeah.
I apologize.
But
No, you're
Dawson-
okay.
anyways,
Like, affiliate links are awesome too. I can drop. I
So,
have like a dozen.
did you
that I
have
need
any?
to use.
Did you through doing this over and over again, develop any strategies? Were you trying to get reposted on certain sites because that gained you followers, or were you
It was
targeting
literally,
venues?
and it was just trying to hit that explore page, or because brides, at least my brides, are on Instagram now.
Yeah.
So I was doing that, and then I hit a roadblock, and I'm like, holy shit, I've been putting so much work to Instagram, but my brides are only seeing Instagram. At the point that is now, mom and dad are still paying for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And mom and dad don't have Instagram, so what program do they use? It's Facebook. So I then did the same thing with Facebook. So now I had to figure out, okay, I still have 7 full days of market research, but I need to cut it, half of it for Instagram and half of it for Facebook, because the algorithms are completely different. Even though they're owned by the same company, it's completely different. It's a completely different market. So I then had to figure out, okay, what strategies can I use here? Because now than 7 full days, I only have 3.5 to figure out market research for the next 6 weeks for Instagram. And I only have 3.5 days to figure out Facebook. And I've never tried Facebook. So it was really like a learning curve of doing, what took 7 days to do. Now I have to cut the entire process in 3.5 days and do it twice. And I, summer of 8th grade, school year of 8th grade, that's exactly what I did. Like, I almost failed 8th grade because I didn't do any of my homework, because I would come home and literally start right where I left off. Like, I would lock my door to my room. Nobody is allowed to go in my room because my computer is up, like, with all the tabs of market research that I need to do. I will kill somebody if we lose power in our
You
house.
could have probably made bank if you opened a marketing company, a social
That's a
media
plan.
marketing company.
Yeah, that's one of my plans.
Just because you learn so much doing that.
Right.
I always thought that was a sick business when I was younger.
Oh yeah, marketing. Like, I wanted. My hope is to
There's zero
have
cost.
a DJ company that has made enough money that can fund a production company, and then the production company can make enough money and fund the marketing company. And then if you have a marketing company with a production and DJ company, now you have free marketing for the production and DJ company, because you own the marketing company.
And remind
You're
me,
like, hey,
the company's called High Class, right? Entertainment?
yeah, high class DJs.
High Class DJs.
Yeah, so kind of a rip off my last name.
Yeah, but in a
and-
way that worked really well too, because it's personal. But when you choose to work your way out of it, it's high class.
It's not like Dawson High Entertainment where it's torn towards me.
Yeah,
Because high class can be on its own.
gotcha.
It was riding that gray area.
So, okay, cool. So that's the growth, is just you basically grinded the shit out of it and
Yeah.
learned.
No shortcuts.
hit-
There's
No shortcuts there.
in
You just
life.
grinded the shit out of Instagram and Facebook.
Yep.
That's
and then
crazy.
I hit 10-5, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I spent summer of 7th grade and summer of 7th grade, school year of 8th grade, and summer of 8th grade. And I went into high school, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm now managing high school. I will flunk out of high school face down on my ass if I don't put my full attention to it.
Yeah.
So I dropped it. I'm like, hey, so I had a 2-hour consultation with these people. I said, listen, I was 14 at the time. I said, do either one of you have kids? And they said, yes. I said, okay, well, this is what I'm handing you, and this is my kid. So just like you wouldn't want anybody hurt your kid, don't hurt mine. So it's either this is what I want and you can do it, or you can't. And if you can't do it, then I'm just going to have to suck it up and either have somebody in house learn it and pay them 60 grand a year to do it, or you need to figure out how to do it, because I'm about to hand you huge business.
Do you think that where it is now versus like whatever the monthly bill to grow past where it is now, do you think that your light just went out or something? That's weird. You're probably aware of that. Do you think that it will continue to benefit you more, or is it like it benefits you X amount and by this monthly bill it will continue to benefit you that much, or will it grow? Do you understand what I'm asking? Are you even in here?
Is he there?
I don't. He's like frozen in black or something.
Wonder if he just like lost power. No, he would have cut out then.
I don't know. Maybe he just turned out his light. He's like tired of talking to us. He's like, Eric's asked me a stupid fucking question.
Anyways, intermission.
Yeah.
I was going to get into asking him where their bookings come from.
He dropped out. He'll join back in.
I was curious though. Oh, look, now there's 2 Erics on the screen.
Sick.
Look at that.
I got my beard pretty nice right now, so y'all
I'll leave the second Eric
y'all
up there.
enjoy it. Wait, that may be only for our view.
No, that's what's going out over there.
I see Dawson on the whatever.
When it cuts out, it'll go to him.
Anyways, what were you saying, right?
No, I was going to be curious to see, like, with that much attention onto social media, like, is that on his business account? Because his following is all on his personal account. So do they also do his business account as well?
What is it? High Class Entertainment?
Yeah, High Class Entertainment. I was looking to see if he texted me. He didn't text me.
High Class Entertainment.
If you just go to the profile, it's on. Oh, no, he doesn't even have a link on his profile to it. Man, we got to talk about
There's
this.
a handful
we
of
got some
High
questions
Class
here.
Entertainments. Ooh,
It looks like a tie.
I don't know. That's not quite that original of a name now that I'm looking at it.
High Class.
There's a lot of results for this.
High Class DJs. This one right here.
Oh.
That one. The one that with 2,000 followers.
I don't know. Dowell Gazette sounds like the move. High Class DJs LLC. Just so
Speaking of which, I gotta just on a props to I'm gonna give you a hand for purchasing followers in a way, because one of my DJs happens to purchase followers because he's got more followers than I do now, and it benefits him. I've noticed on our brochures, he gets more requests than like any of the other lower DJs, and they're all the same price.
Which one?
Ralph.
Fuck Ralph.
But he actually like gets like if you actually looked at who's got more reviews and all that, it's Marcellus. And whenever I get inquiries, we have it in our back end system now allows them on the brochure to pick their DJs. Like you can enter first pick, second pick, and like 9 times out of 10, Ralph is like the first pick.
Wow.
And I'm like,
Ralph.
he has 0 videos on our website, no info. Like there's videos for days on Marcellus and myself, and they always.
There's no way it's because he has more Instagram.
Well, on the brochure it says his following. And if they don't click on the links to actually view the stuff,
all it says is 17K or whatever it is, or 20K.
It's like 10.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Oh wait, he's back. Oh, we've been talking. He's in the waiting room.
Don't even improve him.
Don't even approve.
Well, let's just do it. Let's just do the rest without Dawson. Yo.
What's up?
What's up?
So talking about, just like a preface, we were talking about my new Tesla that I got before we jumped on.
Did it just
and,
cut the breaker?
You know, the problems that we've been having with our charger. So I didn't realize that our technician was here.
He just cut the power to the house.
Yes. Like he literally like my entire house go dark.
You were even talking about how you'd kill someone if your power went out.
Hi, doggo.
Like
Yeah.
back in the day.
Hello, dog.
Like,
I don't. No, thank you.
dude, so I ran downstairs. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And they're like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, you just cut the power to the entire house.
That's funny.
And they're like, well, you're back on. Sorry. And I'm like, well, thanks.
Yo, charge that car.
I guess your
Right.
internet. I guess your internet runs on a little backup because that internet came up really fast.
Oh, well, it was weird because this entire half of the house shut off, but everything up front was still on. So our router sits in our living room, which is the front part of our house. So the router was on, but all my monitors shut down. My lights went dark. My brother, thank God it kicked me off because he just started cussing up a storm over there. He's playing like some video game, and he's like, "What just happened? Like everything's dark. I can't even see." I'm like, "Dude, it's the power. Open your door. You're fine."
It's like, duh. How old is your brother?
12.
Okay. Well.
Okay, yeah,
alright,
exactly.
yeah. All right.
Right.
So we had some questions in the meantime. We were brainstorming.
Okay.
So.
Well, why does
You have-
High Class Entertainment only have 2,000 followers?
You not care?
Because
You
I don't want to
care?
pay $200 for
You only
my
care about
company to do it.
You only care about yourself. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
All right.
Okay, cool.
That's legit. Next question.
Next question. Well, it was along those lines. If you were going to pay $200 if you paid $200 or whatever to run High Class as well.
Okay,
If
so-
so, they're failing.
Here's my question, and this coincides with with that. So, after you reach a certain amount of followers and internet, Instagram clout. So let's say it benefits you. Put a number on it. It benefits you 10 points, whatever. Do you think as you continue to invest, you continue to gain followers and get more comments and whatnot, do you think it would then benefit you
More.
11 and 12? Like what more, basically? Or do you think that once
a
you
cap.
reach, you basically, because you have we'll just call it a bunch of followers,
Right.
it benefits you this amount forever, and it takes upkeep. Like, what is the point of continuing to progress?
So when I was at 10.5, I was getting 1 to 2 inquiries a week about entertainment. And right now at 24.3, I'm getting 6 to 8 a week.
Like DMs.
Yeah, like DMs like, hey, we saw you XXX, like, we found you here, like, are you available? And 9 times out of 10, they're destination weddings.
Yeah.
That either I'm not available for, or the destination market, there's only 1% of the destination market that actually knows how much it costs for a DJ to travel.
Right. Like when you drop the number required, they're like, what the
They're
fuck?
like, oh shit.
Right.
They're like, oh my God, I thought you were, the same price of Little Susie's wedding in St. Louis.
yeah.
I'm like, no, you're asking me to come to like California.
Right.
Like I have to have hotel and airfare and
Food,
I have to
water,
find a company to
equipment.
rent out all this equipment because
It's like
I'm not
all of
driving
these
halfway
expensive
across the country for your wedding.
Yeah.
Right.
All these expenses, plus you have to pay me. Like those are
Right,
just
exactly.
expenses. Right. yeah.
Right. And like the government wants their cut too. So like you're going to pay the government's cut too.
Man, I hate them.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Hey, side question. You got your numbers back yet?
No, dude.
Neither do I. Okay.
I'm
Moving on. We
yeah.
have the same account. We're just
If it makes you feel any better, I got my numbers back.
Man.
Okay, so my question, that was his question while you cut off. Literally, he asked that whole question. You
Yeah.
you had just a blank square, and he's like, "Are you even there?" It was kind of along what you just said, the amount of inquiries, but where are you finding you are getting? I would just say your business in general, where are the majority of your inquiries coming from, and then who's booking more?
As of right now, referrals, but Instagram is right up on its tail. And like I said, same analogy. If you get 10 inquiries for our company, 9 of them are for me.
Well, but like you
yeah.
said, they're all all the Instagram ones. They're not feasible leads. We'll call them just pointless almost, right? So what's the point?
Well, so
he
out
just
of the
said it.
6 to 8
I'm just
that
going off what he said. I don't know
That-
because
that-
I don't
that
fucking
is-
get leads on Instagram.
out of the 6 to 8, I will close 3 to 4. So about a 50% return.
Yeah, well, that's different. That's not what you fucking said. You're changing
I
on
didn't
me.
tell you how many closed. I said
Whatever,
I got
man.
Still
6
pay-
to 8 a
he's
week.
still paying a couple hundred.
1% has a
He's still paying a couple $100 a month for them.
doing spreadsheets.
Right. So like if you look at, one wedding that I would sell here in St. Louis covers my $200 invested a month over and over again.
I still can't believe you have someone that does it for $200.
Oh, I know. And but then again, it's not anybody local. They're I don't know where they're based out of. I think
are they
it's in the
America?
United States. I could be wrong. I
You
don't
got a
really
lot-
care.
You got a lot of ladies in your DMs?
No.
No?
No.
Man,
Uh,
17.
No,
You're fucking up.
Well, let's back up.
We got 24,000 followers. You got no ladies in your DMs?
Okay, hang on.
You need to
So-
tell them. Be
What
like, I need
conversation
to
you
teach
trying to go to
I need
here?
to teach you how to retarget. Let's circle back on that term.
Okay,
He's
let's
targeting
talk
money,
about
not
this.
ladies.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna have 24,000 followers, you're fucking
Okay,
17.
Yes. Yeah,
Like,
okay, yes. Do I have ladies in the Yes. Do I respond to them? No. I literally, like, they're all message requests, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm gone.
Well, I'm not talking
like-
about the porn ones that are just like, you want to
Well,
follow
no,
my porn?
like,
or
literally,
whatever the fuck.
like-
I'm talking about real.
But no, yes. But like, I'm a super OCD person. So like, literally, I will tell you how OCD I am. I have no
curious.
personal on Facebook. I have no personal on Instagram. The only personal social media that I have is Snapchat, and Twitter is for school. There's no overlap.
What do you mean you're?
There is no personal anything on my Instagram.
Huh.
You'll see me not following any personal people, like nothing. If they're not making me money now, or they will never eventually make me money, they don't have my attention.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the ladies, eventually you borrow money
Well,
from them.
yes.
Right.
Right.
That's
I
how
don't know
girlfriends
about
work.
But, so then going off of that, like, I am pretty much friends with every single girl in my school, and everybody asks why. They're like, Dawson, why are you
They're sisters.
all why are you
Rick's
friends
checking his
with
DMs for
why are you
chicks. He's
friends
trying
with
to
all
get
of
a
these
count.
girls? And I'm like, they're an ROI. Like, all these, eventually, most of these girls are going to get married, and most of these girls are going to need a DJ. So, it is what it is.
He follows this one. That looks kind of personal.
We found a girl. She's in a bikini.
Which
You're
one
following
is that?
her.
Hang on.
I mean, there's some other ones.
Looks like
These
a
look
porn
single.
account.
Listen, hey,
Dawson's
hey,
following some porn stars.
Rick,
There's
y'all.
some girls here. They're single. There's no ring or any wedding pictures in here.
Now, here's my question, Rick.
Maybe they broke up.
Is what you're looking at right now can put you in jail? Is that what you're looking at?
No.
Okay.
It's your Instagram. It's who you're following. I'm going for your followers right now. Or who you following.
I
Blaming it on me.
Well, I'll be sitting on the couch with my fiance or whatever, and I'll just be scrolling on Instagram, and I follow basically only meme accounts, and like, I guess they'll post like whatever chick with the boobs and shit, and it's like, follow this blah blah blah. It's like an ad,
Yeah.
and I'll be scrolling, and all of a sudden it's like some girl shaking her fucking boobs or something, and my girl, like Rachel, will be like, and I'm like, I
just flipped it.
right, and I'll like try and like scroll the phone all fast, and I'm like, I swear to God. Like, oh my God.
And it's
all
bad
you do is
because-
follow fucking tats.
Where's this going? Where are you going with this?
So
man.
in business, spreadsheet.
Shut up.
So do you? So you're doing like 70 weddings this year. Are you at all considering like capping your amount of events, or
No cap.
do you strictly take certain Saturdays off so that you have breaks? I mean, you are 17, so you could fucking do every weekend, but
You can only
I
do
do every
Saturdays though. I mean, you can't do Friday. Well, I guess
you
maybe,
can do Friday. He's
maybe.
got to do.
No,
He's
I
got to do some.
I do plenty of Fridays and Sundays.
But like, do you? How do you feel workload wise? Do
Don't you go to school on Friday?
But I have a negotiation with my school on Fridays that
you negotiated with your school?
Man, if I were your
How the fuck
fucking
you
principal,
negotiate
I'd
with
be like, shut your fucking mouth. Go to fucking
No, so-
school.
on Fridays I leave at noon every Friday.
Oh, okay.
I get a half
Yeah,
day.
I did that in high school also.
Yeah, you can
when I was
schedule
a
it.
senior,
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
that.
So like next year, this coming year I'll be a senior and I literally only go for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I go from 7:25 to 8:25 and I'm done
Man,
every day. So I apologize. Go back to your question. What was your question?
Workload in terms of
workload.
doing 70 something weddings a year, and are you looking at all to like cap that and lower your amount? Or are you just like, fuck it, we'll do as many as possible?
Well, so if you would have asked me that a year ago, I would have said yes. And I talked to people and I'm like, okay, how can I fix this? Right. Because I already have 70 weddings on the books for 2022.
Mhm.
All I can do is just not book for 2022. I still have to commit to 70. So I toyed around the idea of having a setup and breakdown crew. So I'm like, okay, this is feasible. Right.
Okay.
The stuff that I do, a one-man person can set up. So that's what I do. So I have my event tech come in 2 hours before, set everything up. I show up half an hour before, plug my stuff in, and I'm good. And then as soon as we're done, I pack up, I hand him a check, boom, see you next weekend, and I'm out.
how much do you pay?
How
the
much?
dude?
Yeah. How much is this?
How much that cost?
I pay my guys $750 an event.
750.
Yeah.
To set your gear up.
Set my gear up at the event with me as my lighting tech, and then break it down.
And you pay him $750 for that?
Mhm. Yeah.
So his price is over $3,000.
Shit, dog.
Very.
Damn.
So
what's-
he comes in, sets up my booth, set up ceremony, set up speakers, set up cocktail, everything. I literally walk in and plug in, and I'm already in my suit.
Mm-hmm.
So when I walk in, he's like, boom, getting ready. We're literally done at say 11 o'clock. I shut down my computer. I go change back into my street clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time I'm out, my headphones are put up, my laptop's put up, all my cables are put up. And he's like, here's your bag.
Yeah, you should spit on
So?
him too, just to like seal the deal. just make it part of the deal. Be like, I'm sorry, we're homies, but I have to spit on you. There's just
So yeah, like he packs up my bag,
And,
like
and that
everything.
work and that works all into the fucking gross profit and everything,
Yeah.
and it works for your cost of your event. That's crazy.
Yep. So
So if I wanted to book
Hey,
one of your
man.
other guys, how much is that going to cost me?
well, so there's different tiers. So my lowest tier guy is 1,500 right now. And so it goes 15, 17 to 25.
How many
And
tiers
I
you got?
am 35.
Jesus, how many tiers you got?
One for every DJ.
Oh, so basically each individual DJ is a different level.
Yeah.
Oh,
Each
okay.
they're all experience. I mean, tier 1 through 3 is the same like type of DJ. but there's a price difference on them.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I want to be able to hit every market
So,
and
so,
every tax bracket.
so your other guys are doing like what, less than 20 each?
My other guys do anywhere from 20 to 30.
Well, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's crazy. 17 years old. I wonder what you're going to be doing when you're 32, specifically, because I'm 32.
I hope I make it to 32.
Yeah, what? Okay. Anyways.
I tell myself I'm halfway to dead at 17.
Yeah.
If I make it, my next milestone is to make it to 30. If I make it to 30, I've successfully completed my life.
Yeah. Well, I assure you, you're not doing the things that kill
So how
the 17-year-olds.
How does your price compare to like your market in demographic?
He just
like
said
what's
he's
the
hitting
average?
he's hitting all the tax brackets.
Like what's the average DJ
Average in
there?
my market,
Yeah,
1,000 to 15.
so about the same as ours.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
I honestly am 2023. Well, my 2023 is pretty packed too, so I'm looking at 2024. I think I'm gonna book myself at 20 weekends. I won't do an event cap. I'll do a weekend cap.
That's kind of where I was thinking.
Because even if you
gotta
do
have
20
weekends off.
weekends, right? Even if you do 20 weekends, you can still do 60 events a year. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
What I try to
But-
do is outside of our peak months, so May and October, and the few weeks on either side, have one weekend off a month. Whatever weekend that is. So I'll be open all 4 weekends. As soon as 3 of those weekends book, the last one,
You're
it's
good.
gone. Yeah, as soon as that,
Yeah.
as soon as the third one, that weekend, no, we're not available
Right.
anymore. Let the other guys take it.
Now do you put that? Are you now the designated backup DJ for that weekend?
Yeah, I guess so.
So like if something happened, you would be called in, or you're like a strict no, like somebody else is a backup DJ, like under no circumstances, unless the main guy dies and the backup guy dies, that's when I'll come in.
Yeah, that's kind of where it is.
Okay.
There's a main and a backup at every event, so.
Right.
I mean, we haven't really we got close with COVID at a couple of them, where like they were sick, the week of, took COVID tests like all the way up to it, and were negative every single time. So
Yeah.
And if it took
Yeah.
a little Sharpie to fix it, then, I mean, what was it? Whatever.
you can't fix it. It's 2 lines. It shows up 2
Right.
lines
A
for
white
positive.
Sharpie. It's a whiteout Sharpie.
A whiteout Sharpie. Okay.
I meant whiteout.
So we had the similar situation. We were lucky. One of our guys got it, only one, and he had a 3-week off period when he got it. So he was good for his 2-week quarantine, and I didn't have any problems with it. But as of right now, knock on wood, I haven't gotten anything. So I plan
Man,
on
fuck
keeping it that
y'all.
way.
I literally just got put through the ringer. But
Did you?
we're here and we're good. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I had to, because I'm just the backup DJ. There's if someone dies, I'm going. I've done more than
Actually,
more than zero.
Right.
It's definitely sucked.
More
It
than
seems
zero.
it seems to be wrapping up now though.
What?
Sweet.
The DJs getting COVID and shit.
Yeah, there was a little spurt of that
There
new
was
wave or whatever.
Yeah, I got it out of everyone.
Did you say you had a bad time with it? Most people I heard got it just basically kind of felt like out of it.
I got the craziest sore throat I've ever had. I thought that I was dying for a day, and then it was completely fine after that. So it was different from the OG COVID, I guess.
I'm
but
digging this concept of hiring a setup person.
yeah.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
sick.
It's so
Hell
worth
yeah.
it.
I'm not digging the
Especially,
concept of
I mean-
paying them $750. You know that you can get someone cheaper than that, right? I'll just say it. Like you can.
Well,
I
yes,
agree with the
but-
person in the
Right.
comment. Reliability and being able to do it every weekend. Like,
Sure. All right. That's
Consistency.
cool. But you know that you could get cheaper, and that's
Well,
fine.
yes, but one, the guy that I have has been on my team for God knows how long before I was on my team, and two, I take it as I've worked with this guy for, and I pay my guys pretty good. More than anybody in the St. Louis market by $100 bills. But I subscribe to the philosophy is if you treat your employees right, your employees would treat your clients right. And as long as the client's happy, I'm good. So for the prices that I am charging, I don't honestly, my profit numbers are really well for paying what I pay for my guys. And that's still hundreds of dollars more than the average guy in St. Louis.
Yeah, for sure.
You charge it.
Yeah. But you could pay someone less. And you could also bring that person.
That's his philosophy.
You could
pay someone less.
Let's say you're paying them less, but I hear what you're saying. You could bring them donuts every time, and they'd be like, "Man, Dawson's such a bro. Like, he's paying me good enough. He brings me fucking donuts. He only spits on me once. Like this shit is awesome."
So my last questions for Dawson. Are you W-2 or W-9 with your employees?
I'm W-2.
You're W-2. Even that like 750 guy setup, everyone's W-2.
So I'm W-2. My setup guy's W-2, and my dad's W-2. The rest are 1099s.
Okay, gotcha. And they all have their own gear, I'm assuming. Or
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fun. Well,
this is nice. I've never actually sat down and talked to you for an extended period of time.
I haven't either, honestly.
Beyond
right. Rick, I don't think we ever met.
We met in person at one of the conventions before COVID.
Rick isn't very memorable, so I can
No,
see
you
why you
remember
think
Rick.
that.
I probably like met you and started to talk to you and like got pulled away by like 3 or 4 other people that I didn't really want to talk to. Just kidding.
Right. Like Erik and his crew.
Eric
if
bugs,
if
Eric
anyone's
bugs
ever
me at the
seen
shows,
me,
he's always like, "What are you doing?" Like
that's
I don't
because
have
I
anything else
have
to do.
no friends. The reality is I don't talk to anyone and I have no friends. Like, at the DJ conventions, I'm sitting in the corner, and then that's it.
Yeah, man.
You meet the best people in the corners.
Hey, not if
Trust
you're
me.
the only one. You don't know the corner.
Anyways,
Spit on me, please.
It's a pleasure.
All right, cool.
Dawson, it was great having you on here. Great chatting.
It's a pleasure.
Are you gonna be Atlantic City
Trying.
Collective? You're gonna be the
Always.
Collective, right? I'll be there.
Cool. Really?
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to the Collective this year.
Couldn't do
Are you
it.
going to Harvest of Sound in Boston?
What? When's that? What's that?
So Harvest of Sound, from my knowledge, is put on by the Crate Hackers guys.
Okay.
And they basically test speakers.
When?
So I believe Ben Stowe is kind of the main guy on it.
Mhm.
I'm headlining both parties, both nights. It's December 5th and 6th in Boston.
Wow. That's cold.
Yep.
That's cold.
Tyler Wallace does it.
Yep.
I'm going to Boston after Atlantic City. We're gonna
Okay.
travel up to Boston afterwards, so I'm cool with my Boston trip for the year.
Yeah, man.
Yep. I'll be
All right, guys.
All right.
Anyways, good luck with your Tesla charger.
Thank you. It was.
Anyways,
I'm gonna go
guys,
see what they figured out. All right.
be
See you
sure
guys.
to like,
Bye.
comment, subscribe, and we will see you guys next time on the DG Life podcast.
Bye.